Welcome back, YouTube. We had a fantastic night last night. We went to an Indy show, and probably one of the best Indy shows that we've been to. I did like the OSF show we went to in September, but this one was amazing. There were some big name guys there. So I'm not going to spoil it while I show you. But we had a great time. Also went with some of the guys from the wrestling school that I'm training with, and so that was fun to get to see them too. Specifically, my trainer was there, so it was good to know that I'm not the only guy that wants to collect autographs and meet wrestlers in my wrestling crew. So yeah, we had just a blast. And also, it was young Vader's very first wrestling show she went to, so that was cool too. But let me go ahead and get right into it. I'll just go in order. I think I got them in order. I don't know. Got a lot going on here. So we'll just go and order some of the autographs, and I've actually, picked a couple things up too. So the number one thing that of course I walked in, and we're trying to see who has lines and who doesn't, and who has tables set up, and I look straight through as I'm getting in line to go into the gym, and bam, I see Sanjay Dutt sitting there. Yes! One guy I need for the 2008 set, and had a couple other cards for him to sign too. So usually, these guys have these things out. If you've ever been, never mind, I know most of you guys have. They, $10 for a photo or whatever, and they'll sign it for you. And so, I got to talking to him a little bit, and talk about how I missed him in September at the same show. And he said he had had to go overseas for something, and I just talked about some of his old matches that he had in TNA, and just good times. So I got that 8x10. And then also he had this video up right here, and it has, let me see, 6 matches, some old school matches all the way back from 2005 all the way up to 2009 in Pennsylvania, Canada, Japan. So he said, this and that for 20 bucks, and so I said sure, and
he signed our cards.
Yeah,
which was the most important part.
Yeah, and of course, I had some cards up for it, and he had denied a couple people. I think he was charging $5 an autograph to sign something, but of course, if you buy something, he bought them. So first, I gave him, of course, I want the '04 surprise set here that I got right before, actually right at the beginning of February. That last week in January, I think, got that set. So I already gotten quite a few of those signed, so I was glad to see that he had that card. That was pretty cool. And then, of course, the one I really wanted, the 2008 set. So I put those down, and then, I had my binder out, and I guess maybe his wife or his girlfriend was like, oh, look, he's got the old then and now from when you were a kid. And I was like, hey, would you mind signing these for me too? And he's like, no, man, you bought something, it's cool. As long as you buy something, I'll sign them. So got that one signed too, which, normally I don't get these cards signed. I just usually have them just in case, and that's why, folks. And then I got this one signed too, which is a cool one here. He had a couple of these cards actually sitting out. I don't know if he had any more of the 2008 cards of himself out, but he had these sitting out. And this one's actually parallel numbered 1 out of 50. So, kind of a special card to get signed there. So, I also before this show, because I had met some of these people before and had taken photos with some of them before, Mrs. Gentle Vader printed out some of the photos for me to take. So one of them right here that I really, really wanted, and of course the show last night was the Ivan Koloff Tag Team Tournament show, and they've been doing that for a few years now. And I have this photo I took with him at that show last year, and he signed it for me. So really neat there. Old school wrestler, the Russian Bear. If you guys never seen him, YouTube him. Some great, great matches there. So those are only two people I got before the show. One guy I really wanted was Charlie Dreamer, but he had left.
He was in the first match, so you
yeah,
had to get ready.
Yeah, he wasn't. That's right. He wasn't the very first match. So Sanjay Dutt, there was no one there, in line for him. So I just walked straight up, and then Ivan Koloff, there's a couple people. But we got there, and I didn't know if they were opening the doors or not. But when we got there, they already had the doors open. They were rocking and rolling. So.
And we got there an hour before.
Yeah, an hour before, so lesson learned, maybe we should go a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
And plus the guys, that I trained with, they had been there for a while, and they were backstage, so, yeah, lesson learned. So I'll go with them next time. But, okay. So the matches were fantastic. I'm not going to go through the whole card, but they were great matches. Sanjay Dutt and Jimmy Rave tag teamed, and Charlie Dreamer and Casey McKnight tag teamed. Freaking Amazing Red and Justin Flash tag team. It was freaking awesome, man. It really was a really good show. So at intermission, the big ticket guy that was there that they were pushing, and the main event guy was Jerry the King Lawler. So we tried to jump up because I knew once they said intermission, I tried to jump up and get in line, and it was already a pretty decent line by the time I got there.
2 decent lines.
Yeah, 2 decent lines. The whole line going this way and merging with another one, yeah, that happened, of course. And it was a capacity crowd in the small gym, so there was like twice as many people as there were last time we went to that show. Do you think?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it was packed. It was a sold out show. So, and not only that, those indie shows aren't really regulated with security or whatnot, so it was just people just like, blah, just a mob. and of course, taking pictures and writing this thing, so they didn't, they had no organization like normal, but I'm used to that now. So, the line was moving super, super slow, and I was actually worried because the guy came over and said, I'm going to have to close this down in 5 minutes. I was like, crap, I wasn't too far back in the line, but it was just no organization, going slow, people feeding in, and, the normal. But eventually I did get him. Let me see if I can remember which cards I got, because...
He was in line, and Amazing Red came out, and I was like, oh my god, he's not going to make it. So I went over and got Amazing Red's line, waiting for him to come over, and we still missed him, because it took so long.
We still missed Amazing Red. So the whole intermission, I only got one person, but it was the King, so I can't complain too much.
No.
So he got 3 cards signed for me, and that was the Platinum card. Thanks, Herd Fan. You're the man. Herd Fan sent me that card through the mail. I wouldn't have had it if it wasn't for him. And then also he sent me this one. Thanks again, Herd. Appreciate you, buddy. And one of the best people on YouTube right here from the beginning, from the get-go. That one. And these freaking autographs came out amazing. Amazing. Probably one of the best.
I was just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
They're the best autographs, like, on every single card, and every card is different.
Yeah, and he takes his time when he signs too. He did it to me at ringside for Tribute to the Troops. I don't know if you guys go back and watch that show, that video. I went to that show. He signed ringside for me too, and he took his time like signing. So it's every single time type of thing. And then I had this one that I pulled. I've only bought in a few packs of this, but I did happen to pull him, and I guess it was fake. And so it's the only classic card that I have signed, and it looks amazing. It looks amazing. It actually has King and then Jerry Lawler on it. That's really cool. So after the show, since we're already on the King, the line was pretty short for it as I was walking out. So I was thinking about going back and getting a couple more cards signed, and Mrs. Gentavator volunteered to actually go in and get a couple signed. So she got the thick refractor card right here of Platinum that I got, which I pulled just a few days before the show, because I've of course been trying to hunt down this card, which I just didn't have for this set. So we signed that one, the Shiny Rainbow, and it looks amazing too. Once again, these cards came out just really, really well, and I prepped them right before we left actually. And then I went ahead and got another 2011 because my trainer was bothering me so bad about getting one. So I'm probably gonna give that one to him. I wanted to make the video real quick though before we did that, and it looked out amazing. So I wanted to go ahead and show this too, because I do already have one. This is the one that he signed ringside for me, so the difference there. So, wonderful.
I just kept telling him thank you because I didn't know what to say. I'm like, I don't really watch you or anything. Thanks. Really appreciate it.
So then the show, carried on, and a couple really, really great matches. Amazing Red and Justin Flash ended up winning the tag team tournament over Charlie Dreamer and Casey McKnight, the tag team champs actually in NCWA. So, but it ended up being just a great match. And then the final match was Lewis and George South, Mr. Number 1, and hi Ricky. Hi. And versus Jared the King Lawler and Jimmy Love. So it was a pretty good show. It was a pretty good show. And of course that one was more about, Mike talking trash and ring psychology work in the crowd than it was, in ring. But it was cool. I mean, to get to see Jared the King Lawler in the ring, that's a rare thing, especially live. So good times. You see that guy work. So the match ended, and one other guy that was wrestling too was Doink the Clown. Now, I don't know which Doink it is, because I know a couple of people wear that uniform, so here it is if you recognize this autograph. But I had a ton of cards, and I was with another guy too, and he asked, he's like, can I have one of those cards? I was like, man, heck yeah, sure can. And he's like, should we have him sign him since he's not the original Doink? I was like, that's up to you, man. I mean, If you want to like get rid of it or whatnot, but if you want something, you know, a tangible item that you have from this moment, from this show, that's really what it's all about, you know. I mean, if you're thinking, oh, he's not the right doink to sign, well, okay, you probably shouldn't sign. But I wanted this doink to climb because he's what I showed, and he had a card, so it's really neat. And then I had this one, of course, from the 2011 set. I have quite a few of these too, so I had him sign both those bad boys. So pretty cool. I like that one there. And then I was so bummed because I missed Amazing Red at intermission, so I actually walked through the curtain backstage, and there was Red, because I seen him come out at the end of the final match. They came out and talked and gave Ivan Koloff, you know, this kudos and presented the trophies to the winners of the tournament. And Amazing Red, I saw him like in the background. I was like, man, I really, really wanted him, you know. And it was so great to see him, you know, wrestle live. And so, anyways, I watched him, and he went like he ducked behind the curtains, and a couple other people went back there too. So the show's all over. The Jerry the King Lawler crowd starts building up again. I'm like, sweet, I already have him. Don't need to be in that line. So I went hunting and went backstage, and there was Amazing Red. He was just sitting back there, just taking pictures and signing. There was like maybe like 4 or 5 people back there, and you know, the guy was like getting his camera ready to take a picture, and I slipped in there, and he signed all the cards for me that I had, and I think maybe all the cards he has in, because I don't think he had one in Icon, so I might have all of them, and he didn't have one in Reflections. So his debut card in 2009, and he has a very, very interesting autograph too, guys. It is, you'll have to see it in the pictures, but it's, there's no way I could tell that that said Amazing Red. There's no way I could know. And then he signed a new error card for me too. His cards are sideways because he's a high flyer type of guy. And then the Extreme, which I'm amazed at how many of these I haven't been focusing on this set, so you know, I'm kind of surprised at how many I'm getting of the Extreme set. But if you got them, you got them, you know. And as you get people to sign different things, it just kind of comes out. And then he signed the 2011 for me too. Signature Impact all the way. So that's another one that I didn't think I'd sent to him at House of Glory, and I asked him about that too, because you know, of course I always ask, hey, do you have some of these cards? And he was one of the people that said no. So I was like, oh man, here, dude, you know, I got some extra. He's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. I was like, as a matter of fact, I'll sign. Do you sign mail through House of Glory? He's like, yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. And I'm kind of jealous when people send these cards to you. I sign them and send them back. I was like, you know, I'd sent to him. I didn't say that. I had sent to him, and I don't know, maybe he just didn't get to it or whatnot. But I told him I'd send him some more cards if I have any duplicates. So Amazing Red did state that he signs through his House of Glory in Brooklyn. So maybe worth a shot if you hadn't got him yet. And then oh, you know, I forgot this. Oh no, afterwards. Yeah, after Amazing Red, I think I did go back and I finally got Charlie Dreamer, which one of my favorite indie guys. Man, he's not too flashy, but he works hard in the ring, and I really do just like his style. You know, you can tell that he's just a technical wrestler that knows what he's doing, has studied the game for a while. And I really like him. As a matter of fact, he's having a seminar in April. I told him I was gonna go to it. So you guys, if you've ever watched anything, you know that I've gotten a couple things, you know, signed from him. So yeah, just good photo. Good
you can tell he really likes that too.
What's that?
He really likes wrestling.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I mean, he holds belts like all the time, like, you know, around. If you know what, if an indie belt means anything, it definitely does. So a couple of things I wanted to hit on right quick, and that is freaking Jimmy raves like a ghost. The dude, you see him in the ring, and after that, before intermission and afterwards, he's never out there. And you know, I actually went backstage specifically to find him, and just gone. Him and Sanjay Dutt were both gone. So I didn't get this signed, which is something I really wanted to get signed from him. And of course, I have a couple other cards from 2008, and I had a couple really cool 4x6s that we took when he was in the ring last time. I'm not giving up on you, Jimmy Rave. I want you down, I swear. You're now at the top of my most wanted autograph list. Seen you wrestle twice now. This is already signed by Vance Archer. Christy, hit me straight through the mail. I will have you autograph. I promise you, I will. I'm going to buy his autograph on eBay too, the certified one, because I don't have any of him whatsoever. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to show about the you know, the stuff that we got at the show last night. And before I close out, though, I just wanted to throw another thank you out, and that is to Sarah. Thank you once again for the card. It's a freaking Super Eric card. Love it.
I especially love that one.
Yeah.
Huge Eric fan.
The Karen Angle, beautiful card. Beautiful card. 38 out of 50, numbered card too. So not the basic, you know, blaster box silver auto. That's awesome. And the only other carry angle I had from this set was the 3 auto, and I do have to cross the line, so I might have all the carrying angles now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I love that one. And then, can never go wrong with that. The current angle, thank you. It really, really does mean a lot that you take the time to send these. And I send stuff out to people all the time. You might get something just randomly in the mail, okay? I never want something in return. That's not why I do it, okay? If we make a trade, we make a trade, but no big. If I send something out, it's just like sending out a TTM to me. I want to give it to somebody who I know appreciates it. That's because either I watch your videos, or I comment on your videos, or you comment online. We send PMs back and forth, and we have dialogue going back and forth. And I know you might like something. That's why I send it out. So if you get something from me and we haven't talked about it, it's not because I'm expecting something in return. But I do appreciate everything that I do get. So thank you very much, Sarah. I appreciate it. Link down below, guys, if you've never watched her. She has probably one of the greatest knockout collections ever. And she doesn't do like a day-to-day type of video. She does the
updates.
Yeah, updates throughout the month.
She's got some really cool music videos that she puts together.
Yeah, that's what she really does on every 2 or 3
Pretty
days.
talented.
Yeah, amazing. So really, really appreciate it. Thanks again for the community, guys. Loving all the positivity. I never really was big on thumbs up videos, you know, but I never really did thumbs down videos. So, but I appreciate all the positivity that's going through. All right, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. What's that? Oh yeah, thank you, Mr. Gentle Vader, my producer. That's why she's around, guys. I'm going to do a show the second week in March, and I want to say March 10th. That's sticking out for some reason. Anyways, Hurricane Helms is going to be one of the guest referees there. And since I'm going to actually be working the show, I'm going to be reffing some of those. I get to go backstage and chat with them a little bit. But I have nothing, no cards or anything. So you WWE collectors out there, you know that's one of my weakest points in my collection, except for the 2011 and Platinum set. If you guys have any extra, let me know. We can do some trades on just some regular base cards. I'm looking, like, I'll probably get quite a few things signed. So, I was looking on eBay, and I got a couple cards coming in, but I really don't have anything for Hurricane, and he's one of the nicest guys in the business from what I hear. So, anyways, just hit me up with a PM so we can work that out. And thanks again, Hurricane. I put this out last time. A Hurd fan threw me 2 Jerry the King Lawler cards, 2 of the favorite ones that I got signed. So, hey, thanks again. Appreciate it, YouTube. Gentle Vader out.
Thanks, Sarah.